It's John Swindles here with the Man Mountain, Lucas Big Daddy Browne. You're taking on Richard Towers. What date is that going to be, and are you excited for the task?
It's going to be November 2nd in Hull, and yeah, of course, this is the third time it's been scheduled now, so it's finally come around, which is good. The first time Richard had a perforated eardrum apparently. The second time he couldn't actually get in the country into Australia, so I'm here now. We'll get it out and done and sort of out of the way, and hopefully move forward towards the Commonwealth title.
Fantastic. And obviously you're coming over to England. Is this the first time that you fought over here? What are your expectations for the audience, and are you excited for it?
This is my third time now. I fought Paul Butland once before here, and Hastings Rassani was my second one. On Twitter and everything else, like I've had a very good reception from the English public, so I'm absolutely rapt the way they've sort of responded to everything. So I'm expecting to have just as many fans at the fight as Richard would. So yeah, I'm very pumped about all that.
And how has the training camp been so far? Has everything gone to plan? Do you feel like you're hitting the right targets at the right time?
100%, yeah. Every fight, every training camp, I get better and better. I learn things, obviously, about myself and about what to do and what not to do for next time. The training-wise, I've pretty much done all the training on my own for this one. I'm here with Ricky at the moment, obviously doing pads and all that sort of thing, but the fitness is the best it's ever been. I've been doing a lot of strength and conditioning training and things like that, so I think body-wise I'm about the same weight, but I look a lot better, which is probably the best thing about it. So I'm ultra confident in all my abilities, and everything's sort of peaking where it should.
Working with Ricky, how has that experience been? Has it been enlightening? Has it been good, or...?
Obviously, Ricky's got a lot of information to share, a lot of experience to share as well. Being the third time that I've been here, it's not like all the sort of the aura has gone a little bit. It's just sort of down to business, which is good. But yeah, we're working on a specific game plan. Yeah, we've seen fights of his. I've sparred him as well, so we sort of have a rough idea of what to expect, and we're working on it for that purpose.
So you've sparred with Richard in the past?
Yeah, last time I was over here, he was fighting a French, I forget, Tony was his last name, but yeah, Gregory Tony. And because he was a similar height to myself, it was just good for us both to. I spent 2 weeks there in Sheffield. He looked after me. He was an absolute gentleman. So I even went to his house and he cooked dinner and the whole lot. So we got along really well. Unfortunately, we do have to fight each other, but that's part of the business we're in, and we both accept that.
And how did those sparring sessions go? Or are you not going to reveal them at this moment?
They did. They went as well as they could. Obviously, I up until that point haven't really had to deal with someone of that reach. Yeah. So initially it was very much a shock to me. Since then I have been sparring a guy who's 6'8" on a regular basis, so it's not a shock in any way whatsoever anymore. So yeah, initially back then it was very much a learning curve, but I think I've gotten over and past that point now.
So do you think that that's one of the main things that you're going to have to deal with in this is his range and his reach? Because obviously we've seen people in the past that have got inside on him, and they have hurt him quite badly in the early rounds. Do you think that that's something that you're going to be aiming to do to get in quick and punish him early?
It's definitely something I'm going to have to contend with, because he has that reach. There's no doubt about it. Especially with all the Ingles gym, the way they fight and the way they train, it's not exactly conventional, so to speak. He won't just come straight forward. It'll be different angles and all that sort of stuff. So I've got the power aspect over him. I definitely believe that. So it's a matter of me, yes, getting underneath the jab or around the jab or whatever it is, but getting in close enough for me to actually land a punch, and then we'll sort of take it from there.
It went on for quite some time. Was that? Do you think that's animosity, or was that just because they weren't split up?
Well, no one wants to be the first one to back away, and it just sets the recipe for a good fight on the night.